What's going on, Staten Island? Top of Honor with TUF Media. That's Chris Reyes over there. Team USA Baseball and TUF Media as well. This is a Tough Talk podcast. This is Player of the Week, episode number 3. Today, we are going to be chatting with Anthony Depetro from St. Joseph by the Sea, a senior catcher who had a phenomenal week this week. But before we get to that, Chris, number 1, how are you? And number 2, how are we doing in Staten Island high school baseball?
Todd, I'm doing well. It was a fun week out watching some games. Most recently, some of the teams that really stick out to me is St. Joseph by the Sea. Just recently got ranked by Perfect Game regionally. I believe they're either 14th or 15th in the region, which is a great thing for St. Joseph by the Sea baseball. It's a
Oh,
great
sure.
thing. It's a great thing for Staten Island baseball. It's exciting to watch them. I think they're off to a 14-1 start, if I'm not mistaken, which is
Woof.
pretty hot, man. It's and if they keep doing that, they're gonna keep going up that ranking. So congratulations to Coach Ortiz. Was recently at the Monroe tournament, a
How was
55
that?
a 55-year-old tournament, Todd, that
That's
we both
crazy.
played in high school, and it didn't disappoint. Tottenville
Right.
did really well. I believe they're 3-0. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't speak to Grippo today, but yesterday he was telling me that they're undefeated. Ben Levy went deep twice, a left-handed hitter. Hit 2 home runs versus George Washington. So PSAL is hot. CHSA is hot. We're in a good place, Todd. Staten Island baseball is alive and well.
Chris, you said it when we did the previews of each of the teams throughout the borough is that this could be anybody's game and that these teams on the island might not just be the best in the city, but you're talking about state level here now.
Yes, we are definitely talking about regionally. You have St. Joe's by the Seas right there. St. Peter's is going to be right there. If Farrell keeps winning, they'll be right there. The city's hot, man. Iona Prep is good. The list goes on and on. So, in our little surrounding community, Todd, there's a ton of really good baseball, a ton of really good coaching, um, kids that are committed, just like Anthony, our guest today. And we are in a very strong spot in New York City baseball right now.
And we are committed to putting a showcase and putting a light on all of these great players who are great people off the field as well.
That's right.
So let's bring in one of those great people off the field. Anthony, let's bring him on in there. How we doing, brother?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Hey, Ant, how you doing, bud?
Doing well. What you
Anthony,
Glad to
got
have
thanks
you
so
going
much
on?
on.
for taking the time today. We really appreciate it. Congrats on your success thus far.
Thank
Had
you.
a hell of a week, a hell of a lot going on. Just give me a wrap up so far. What have you think about the progress of your team up to this point, and what's been working for you guys? Well, you guys are riding a hot streak.
Yeah, we're really swinging the bat really well. Everyone, 1 through 9, just really aggressive at the plate. We have a great approach, much better than last year. And, just putting the ball in play, hitting balls hard, and good things are happening.
It's great to hear,
Awesome,
Ant.
man. How about for yourself? I had a great week. Feeling strong at the bat, feeling strong behind the dish, calling some great games. What's been the key to your success so far? Why the good week? Are you doing anything different? Is it change in regimen? Are you changing batting stance, or is something different, Anthony?
Well, I just been feeling super locked in at the plate. I've been eating super well at home, getting a lot of sleep. I get up there, I feel really good and just hitting the ball hard. I'm not trying to hit home runs or anything, just hit the ball hard and things happen, like I said.
Yeah, and you had a really hot week, and it's interesting that you went towards that because I have a very similar physiological makeup. Whenever I sleep well, eat well, rest, I somehow do better in relationships, in business, in training kids. So I'm glad that you said that. It's not just I use this bat, or I got these new batting gloves, or I got the new torpedo bat that's hot right now, right? It's bigger than that, and for you to play in college and obviously committed to pace, it's going to take those little things, right? And I'm glad you said that for the younger viewers right now. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chris, you said there's something different about like I say, Tottenville, geez, these Staten Island ball players, well rounded, and that's something I was blessed to work at MLB Network for many years and still do from time to time on the road. And one thing I remember John Smoltz always saying is being well rounded, and not just with pitching all the time and getting in the innings and pitches and just hitting all the time, but it's the little things, Anthony, like you said, that dieting and eating right and having a well-rounded life. It sounds like, Anthony, and then all while we spoke about this before we started recording, Anthony. It's been pretty freaking cold out there, man.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
How is that affecting your game? I mean, clearly not for you. You're okay with it because, I mean, especially since you're behind the dish, right? You're calling the game and you're warm pretty quick. But talk to me through getting through that as well for your teammates, and how have your teammates been handling the adverse conditions? It hasn't been very friendly for baseball guys so far.
Yeah, especially at sea, we're right near the water. All these guys on varsity have been here 3, 4 years. We know it's going to be cold all the time. We're all wearing like leggings, two Under Armours, just doing whatever we can. But before the game in the bullpen, like whenever I'm like back there and I catch a ball like off my palm, those hurt for a long time.
Oh
Like
gosh, Chris, I
even
feel
when the
like, are you
game
getting
starts.
flashbacks right now?
Todd, the one
That's
thing I do remember as a catcher is that you're always moving. So, you're either hitting, running the bases, or literally catching a kid that's throwing 90 or blocking a ball in the dirt. So, to Anthony's point, it doesn't really affect the catcher. It's kind of like the quarterback, right? Where it's like
yeah.
he's always moving, his brain is always moving, his eyes are always moving. So, I can kind of relate to that. And
Okay.
I don't ever remember the cold affecting me much. I do remember the heat affecting me at times because it was really hot in Georgia, or if we were in Texas or wherever we may be. But the cold wasn't a factor to me.
All right. All right, Anthony. Trying to look forward now. Plenty of season left, right? I mean, this is a big stretch you got now, and we're at April. But geez, it feels like the end of the year is coming right to us here. What are you working on? I want to know what you want to improve on. What else about your game, or like you even said, is there anything outside of baseball that you think you can hone in on to be even better than you are? Again, you're the player of the week. You clearly had a good week. You're doing something right, but we're always looking to improve, right, Anthony? Chris always says that you never be complacent, never be settled. You always want to do more and better. What are you looking to improve personally, and what about the team as well? What do you guys think you can do better as a team?
Yeah, I think we just need to keep our foot on the gas. I definitely could just sharpen up behind the plate a little bit. I'm like right, we're all right about there. Our pitchers have been really solid. Just looking to keep our foot on the gas, don't let up. We have to get a lot better on our away games though off the bus, but we'll figure it
Hmm,
out for sure.
What do you mean
interesting.
by that off the bus? Go ahead.
I feel like we just come out. We've been winning a lot of all the games, but every time we get off a bus, we're just a little bit flat until like around the second or third inning. We just gotta come out of the gate early and hard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little easier at home, I guess, because you get there early, you leave class. I'm sure you're a senior, so you have a little bit of an earlier dismissal. Yeah, it's different, man. But you guys seem to be pulling through either way. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
14-1, that's pretty damn good, man. I'm looking at some of the stats right now. Just from a personal standpoint, you had a 9 for 13 week. It's pretty damn good. 3 home runs, a grand slam, 10 RBIs. I would say that you're seeing the ball pretty well, Ant. Would you agree with that?
I would say so too.
What are some of the things that you would tell a young kid right now, right? Because hitting is like this, right? We know that life is like that. If you had to teach a kid right now, right, that was from your local little league, what is keeping you hot? What can keep you consistent? And what are some of the things you don't want to go back towards that may have got you in a slump in the past?
Yeah, I would definitely say go up to the plate with an approach. You need to have a really good approach where you're confident in. Look for a pitch that you know you could hit, and if you don't get it on the first one or two pitches, you still have more pitches to deal with. So, just look for something that you could hit early in the count and be aggressive.
What do you typically look for early in the count? Because I know everyone's different, right? Some kids are waiting for that spinning curveball that doesn't spin really well. Someone's looking for a fastball away, up, down, in, out. What is your approach?
Yeah, for uh no strikes or one strike, I'm always looking for something middle in, doesn't matter if it's a fastball, curveball, changeup, just something in that zone. I don't really guess. I like to guess what pitch is coming. I look for the zone. So I just look for it in the middle and kind of zone, just try to pepper it anywhere.
Love it, man. Great stuff. It's really helpful, Todd, for little kids that look up to someone like Anthony or
Sure.
another kid. Stuff is important, man, and I appreciate you tapping into that because it's good stuff. Really, really important.
And,
Absolutely.
and Chris, if I can piggyback off of approach wise, where Chris and I are big on approach to the game and how it parallels to life itself. As the catcher, gosh, you have so much responsibility. In the same vein as Chris's question, you have to have approach at the behind the dish, right? I mean, you have to be one with your pitcher and on the same page, and of course, your coach. What's your mental approach, let's say, or what's your approach as a catcher? I'm sure a lot of kids watching this are like, well, how does he get a success behind the plate and throwing out guys? Same question as Chris, just let's work on catching because there's so much. You're constantly in the game, a lot of throws. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Anthony?
for
What's
sure, for sure. You have to know your pitcher more than they know themselves. Like you have to know exactly how each of their pitches it moves. You got to be the guy that wants to catch the bullpens. That like the other day, I Coach Nelson gave me the day off, so I was DHing, and our catcher for that game made the last out, and I just instantly ran out there to go warm up the pitcher in between innings, and Nelson was like, "You shouldn't be doing that." And he started yelling at the guys in the dugout. But I went up to him and I told him, I just went out there on my own. Like I'm just always looking to just work on my craft back there and get our pitches right.
That's great. I
and
Todd, after speaking to Coach Nelson, obviously I texted him, let him know that you were Player of the Week, and he had given you a compliment that I find very interesting. I think it's great from a maturity standpoint, but he said, Chris, his defenses and leadership has been just as good as his hitting, right? So if you look at Player of the Week stats right here, I'm looking to my right on this clipboard, most of it is offensive, right? But your coach is saying that your defense and leadership has even been better than that. So I applaud you on that, man, because I was a catcher, obviously you know that, and it could be a very, very stressful situation. And a lot of the times you'll take off on the defensive when the offensive is hot. And what Coach Nelson is saying is you're doing both at the same time. So I applaud you for that, bro. That's not easy to do.
Thank you very much.
That's great.
and how you have that approach for pitchers, but your team's also leading on you, right? I mean, whether it's when runners are on base, you're ready. First and third, huge situations, right? Nobody out, people on, put someone on second. You're constantly communicating with the team. Talk about that process and how important practice is. Again, because we're talking to young kids watching this podcast, of course. How important is the practice and getting the reps, obviously with your pitcher, but also the team, and what are you guys doing during practice to work on that, to work on those situations?
Yeah, specifically we're constantly working on pickoffs, bunt defense. I couldn't tell you how many ads we've made from pickoffs just specifically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure. Whether it comes from me or the dugout or even just the pitcher, just
Wow.
it's always there. We seem like a really fundamentally sound team in the
Yeah, those
pickoff
free
department.
outs, man, they add up, Todd. Those are
Wow.
great. That's great.
Is that something you guys really work on, or pickoff moves with pitchers and whatnot, and timing plays?
Yeah.
He's
I don't
not
know
giving
who's
away the
watching
secret,
this.
Todd. He's not giving away the secrets, Todd.
No.
Be careful. He knows what he's doing. He's like Eli Manning and Tom
Yeah,
Brady before the
he's
Super Bowl.
he's dodging. He's Floyd Mayweather dodging the question. No, I
I
like it.
love it.
I respect it, bro. I respect it. But we know how you prepare for pickoffs, and there's timing plays. Everyone's got their own. I'm just trying to talk to the guys. You see what he's doing.
He
I
also
don't
doesn't
want the
want to get
secrets.
benched by Coach Nelson tomorrow, so
That's
he's a
right.
smart kid.
Yeah, but that's cool. I feel like looking back, and it's something we didn't really focus on. It wasn't part of our repertoire. If you said Tottenville team from '03, yeah, they hit like crazy. They had great defense. They had light out pitching. Pickoffs, that felt that 10 on the list out of 11. You know what I mean?
Yeah, baseball has definitely evolved, from 20 years
Yeah.
ago, and it's little things like Anthony's talking about, and I've watched C practices. I've watched, Tottenville recent practices and St. Peter's and Farrell, and dude, they run it like a college program now. It's
Yeah.
different. It's different, most
And
definitely.
your facility is also fantastic. God, I love the school. I told a quick story before we came on. When I did the online what the hell did I say it? Open house in 2020, and I was able to go all over the grounds. And even since then, the amount of improvements you made, and how much does that matter, Anthony? When you have beautiful grounds, a beautiful school, great faculty staff. We talk about character and team synergy all the time. Does that all matter, Anthony, and why?
Yeah, for sure it matters. All our teachers are working with our coaches and all of us. We have a great brand new hitting facility. We throw bullpens in there all
Oh,
winter, hit
really?
in there.
Yeah, it's really
Yep.
nice.
Oh, okay. That's good. When did that happen?
It opened up about last February, I'd say.
And that's made a difference having that at your disposal. You're able to what? You're getting more reps in, more practices outside of just being on the field, or
Yeah, for sure. All winter we were there at least 3 times a week, hitting, throwing bullpens, all of it. Even ground balls, long tossing into the nets.
That's awesome,
got it.
man.
Yeah, and
And tell me about some of the pitchers that are doing well right now. I know you have Gano going really well, and the reason why I bring that up is because I know that it's a battery, right? So it's when they get success, typically the catcher's doing his job. You got Gano right now. You got Garofalo. You have who else do you have? You have Zarski. Tell me a little bit about the boys.
Yeah, Gano's been really good. His velo has been up this year, and it's staying up consistently for all the innings he pitches. And wipe out slider, change up, falls off a table. Just really good out of Gano. Garofalo, he's been phenomenal. Threw a complete game yesterday versus no 6 innings yesterday versus Regis. Really good outing.
That's
Complete
great.
game shutout the week before. Close the door versus Iona. He's been lights out. Really good from the left side. Zarski's been very good. He's been throwing strikes, a lot of them. Also another guy, Anthony Mazzo. He gets a lot of innings in relief, and
Nice.
he's been shutting the door really well for us.
That's great, man. Hey, you guys are off
And
to a great start, man.
I got
Great
one more
start.
guy, Jaquino Bonsangwe. He throws a crazy knuckleball,
no
Knuckleball.
way.
untouchable.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Just the knuckleball in, or is he coming with like
he's
changeup,
he
curveball,
has about
knuckle?
8 pitches.
8 pitches. That's not healthy
That's
for
not
the arm. But
common,
hey,
right?
if it's getting outs, let's do it.
Yeah, he's great.
Chris, that can't be common at the high school level to have that kind of arsenal, right?
Eight pitches that you can actually throw for strikes. That's impressive. If he can do that, Ant,
Yeah.
good for him. But no, Todd, that is definitely not common.
So Anthony, if I can ask you, then what? Give me his top. I don't know. Give me his top three pitches. Is his knuckleball up there? Is that a top three pitch?
I would say his knuckleball is two. I would say
Oh,
slider, knuckleball. He's got a good curveball and a good changeup too. And his fastball is about 84, 80, 83, 85.
Wow.
wow. So he's
I
got
gotta
some
I gotta
zip.
check him out this week. Is he
And
pitching this weekend?
he'll definitely be in relief one of the games.
Okay, definitely check him out.
Okay.
Hit a home run the other day too. Very good ball
Is
player.
there anyone on the team that isn't hitting? I think the whole team is hitting it. It's pretty impressive, dude.
The whole team
Yeah.
is just about hitting, and
Love
the
it.
kids who
Love it.
weren't are figuring it out now.
Stay
This week
hot,
they
man.
have.
I know it's like how do they say it when you're hitting well, you put on the same socks, you put on the left shoe the same way and the batting
Yeah,
gloves go on and I wake up at the same time. So
Yeah.
whatever you guys are doing, keep doing it.
yeah. The
Seriously.
craziest part is I've broken 3 bats this week.
What?
Yeah, I have
Now
no idea how.
is that a product of you getting jammed, or is that the cold? What is it?
I got yeah. The other day I got jammed in the cold and sawed one off, and actually the Jaquino with 8 pitches sawed me off in live at bats.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Wow. Hey, I have a question about you. Just said you face your own pitchers when you're up at bat and whatnot. Here's just a general. I'm pretending to be. I don't really know. Right. I wasn't a catcher. Um, how much does it help you to go up against your own pitchers? in practice? You see what I'm saying? Like obviously you catch them
Yeah.
all the time, but how much does it change what you know about them when you see the hitter's vantage point? Does that change for you at all? Does that change anything? I'm
Yeah,
just curious.
especially the guys on my team. Like I know how all their stuff moves, like how they like to sequence. Even when we verse island teams, like I've been teammates with all of these kids forever,
That's right. Right.
so I know how they all pitch and probably what they're gonna throw me.
Wow,
A
that's so
lot of
cool.
all the
Yeah,
game
Todd,
is
these guys have
mental.
been playing each other. I mean, I know Ant since he's a little kid, and his brother and his dad and stuff, and all these kids have been playing together since they're 5, 6 years
That's
old.
right.
So, Ant's got all the scouting reports on everyone.
Yeah,
The 10-year scouting report.
which is great as a catcher. Yeah, I mean you know their tendencies and their approach to the plate, right? Just like you have an approach to the plate, Anthony, right? And these guys have an approach and things. They are they good at the outside strike? Can they boink it over the second baseman's head on a breaking ball outside or not? You have to know that. Can you go in on this guy? So yeah, Chris, you're right. That's incredibly valuable information you have there. I have a quick question about the guy with the 8 pitches, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. When and Carlos Pena loves talking about this on MLB Network, effective velocity, but specifically when everything comes out of the same zone and everything looks the same, but it's just the movement that's different.
Yeah.
Right now, does that fall into the category of this guy that pitches 8 pitches? He probably everything's coming is Anthony. Does everything come out of the same slot, or does he go sidearm for some? Does he slow his body down for the knuckleball, or you see what I'm saying? Ant?
I see what you're saying. He's pretty much the same for everything except the knuckleball. You kind of have to just like push it.
Right.
So
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
I guess.
some pitchers can really do that's called tunneling. Some people call funneling. So it enters through the same slot of release point, and then
Right.
the change of direction can happen different for each pitch. The
Yeah.
later it happens closer to the contact point, the harder it is for the hitter.
Sure.
Um, so if this kid's getting outs with 6, 7, 8 pitches, whatever it is, he's probably doing a good job of that, Todd. And just keep doing what you're doing, man, because
Yeah.
seems like you're
Yeah.
calling good games, and as you're talking about sequencing and stuff like that, keep doing it, man. Sounds really good.
thank you.
Overall, yeah. So far, it's very successful. Team successful. Uh, who's the better team right now? St. Peter's or St. Joseph by the Sea?
St. Joseph by the Sea, absolutely.
Love it, love
We're
it,
coming for it all this year.
love it.
When
You
when did you guys battle?
First week of May.
How
that's
massive
gonna
of
be
a
a great game.
matchup is that?
hmm
I actually want to see Farrell versus C. When do you guys play Farrell? I
I
think
think the
your
same week.
pitchers versus Joe. You're probably gonna get Ramonda, I'm guessing, right? He's a
Yeah, good man.
UCF commit. I think that's gonna be a really good game. When do you guys play them, man?
I think we play them the same week. We played all three
Whoa.
island teams all that 1 week.
Okay.
Oh wow. So that's wait. So when is that week? What week?
The,
Next week?
the first week of May, I think
Oh,
2 weeks.
Need to
first
write
first
that
week of
down.
May. I'm just taking a look at the calendar here. Okay.
Let me
All
check.
right. First week of May. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Got it. Oh, Anthony, you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
play, we play Peters May 1st, Farrell May 2nd.
Oh, okay,
Peters
good.
May 1st. Farrell May 2nd. Peters May 1st. Farrell May 2nd. All right. Are you around, Chris, for that actually?
Yeah, I'll probably be around. Absolutely, love to come
Wow,
see you
that's
guys
that's a
play.
big
And
back to back. I mean, Farrell is how many losses they have? Do we know, guys?
Peters isn't off to a great start right now. Farrell, from what I remember, is doing pretty well. But
Okay.
C right now is the hot team right now. So
Oh, C's top
they're
of the class. Okay.
oh
All
yeah,
right. Great.
absolutely, absolutely.
Real quick, just to get to know you a little bit, we talked off camera. Anthony, who team you follow? I like to ask this to all the guys. Major league team you follow, and a player that you model your catching after, and a player you model your hitting after, and it could be both. Okay.
I'm definitely a Yankee fan, and I really like to model my game behind the plate after Jose Trevino. He's
Oh.
really smooth, one of the smoothest guys I've ever seen. And I hate to say it as a Yankee fan, but I really like watching Juan Soto hit.
Oh
Hey, the
man,
sweet
you might
sweet
get
lefty
crucified,
swing.
Ant.
I
Better be
know.
careful saying that to people.
Yeah, yeah, that's sacrilege to say, my brother. I'm not really happy with Mr. Soto, although he praised Aaron Judge and batting behind him and whatnot. Did you make anything of that? The fact that he said that, or you don't give a crap?
Nah, he's a clown.
Love it,
Talking
love
like
it.
a real Yankee fan, Ant. I like it.
Oh, Anthony, that's great, man. Hey, this was great, man. We really appreciate the time, and again, congratulations on the success. You
Thank you.
really earned Player of the Week. Appreciate you stopping by, and good luck the rest of the way. You got a big couple weeks coming up, and we hope to talk to you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
It's good chatting, Ant. Talk to you soon, and good luck this week, bud.
See you later, Coach.
Have a great night.
You too.
All right, and he's awesome.
Ant's a good kid. I've known him for years. Great family. Coach Nelson keeps those guys in line, man. You
Yeah,
know, he does a really good job of creating a winning culture, as we talked about in the preview.
yep,
You know, you talked about the standards at St. Joseph by the Sea being really hard, you know, academically.
Woo,
I mean,
woo.
their strength conditioning program is phenomenal.
Yep,
If you've ever been to the fields, the complex is outstanding. It's like a mini
beautiful.
college, right? It's great.
And
You know, so
I feel like that's what's gone into it, Chris, right? And that's an investment in not just the grounds for the aesthetic of it, but also you have a sense of different pride. You
yeah,
carry yourself differently. You act differently. I mean, they already are men and women with the utmost respect, but now you have this. It's a campus, Chris. It's a
it's
college
unbelievable.
campus now,
It's
and you
unbelievable.
you respect the space you're in. You're grateful for what you've been given and what's afforded to. He's talking about the batting cages. I mean,
Yeah.
that's some things you know
Yeah, think about how many high school kids can go to their high school, walk into the parking lot, open up a batting cage that has lights, pitching machines. I
yeah.
mean, Coach Nelson and those guys over there are doing it right, Todd.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and I didn't realize. Yeah, I thought Peters and them were neck and neck. I didn't realize Peters was had a couple in the L column there. But I still think that's going to be a great matchup. No, between C and Peters.
Oh yeah. Well, you know
Yeah,
you're gonna get Eddie Rethorn, right?
right,
I would almost guess that Bobby's gonna pitch him. I'm gonna go with and again, this is just stipulation. This is not fact, right? I didn't
right.
talk to
Go ahead.
Nelson on this because I know there's a lot of Staten Island people watching this. You're probably gonna get Gano, right? The right-handed pitcher who's probably gonna eventually commit to a Division I school. He's 85 to 88. We
Woo.
talked about him on the preview, and it's gonna be a battle, Todd. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
battle.
So they got a big week over there at Sancho's by the Sea. But hey, Staten Island baseball is going strong, getting ranked, which is great news for everyone on the island, no matter what you play. Major League season's of the way, a lot going on there. But boy, the island is full of good talent and good teams, Chris.
Absolutely, Todd. It's fun to watch it, and I'm excited. Being a Staten Island native, and you're a Staten Island native, Tauntonville products. We are definitely at the top of New York City baseball right now, and I'm proud to say that.
It's a beautiful thing. Once again, congratulations to Anthony Depetro, Sanchez by the Sea senior catcher for Player of the Week from his friends over here at TUF Media, Athlete PD, Team USA. Uh, what a week he had. What a season the team has had. And based on what he's saying, they are not slowing down, keeping their foot on the gas. All right, Chris, that's another good one, my brother. Appreciate you.
Have a great night, Todd.
All right, cheers, bud. All right, everyone, don't forget, follow us, like us, just watch the damn thing. It'll be on, you'll see it on Athlete PD. You'll
And
see it
don't
wherever
forget,
you
May
get.
5th, Todd. May 5th, we're gonna be at Ferry Hawks.
What a great plug. How can I
Yes,
forget? Cinco de Mayo.
I have it written down right here, May 5th.
Let's go. St. Peter's is hosting Farrell High School. Crazy. Going to be a huge event. Thousands of people are going to be there. It's going to be a blast. It'll be broadcasted live. There's going to be, it's there. We're there for Rory DiCristoforo and the DiCristoforo family. That's who we're there supporting. It's another year of it. It's a great event, Chris. We're pumped, and we hope we see you there.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, thanks for joining us on this podcast. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, let everyone know in Staten Island. We hope we stir some conversation. And Anthony, thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching. I'm Top of Owner TUF Media, and that's Chris Reyes from Team USA. We'll see you next time.